anybody else experience that? You take off your glasses and you can't hear? I have that. And the other thing, if I'm lost, I have to turn the radio down, see where I am. See, she says yes, I get it. Hello out there. My name is Tisha Copeland, and this is What's New Wednesday at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. And welcome. Thanks for joining us today. I'm happy to have you on this nice steamy day in Plano. It's actually the humidity is really, I'm turning on my fan. See, the humidity is just really extra today. So I have some fun things to show you. Jump on here. Tell me you're here so that I can say hey to you. I've got some fun things to show you. We were busy working on classes last week, so I have that coming up. We just have great things going on in Plano. And yeah, I say we just jump right in. Don't you think so? Did I get a thumbs up from anybody? Yes? So one more time, I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas, in case you don't know. Hello, Charlie. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We do this every Wednesday at 1 o'clock and show you what's new in the store, show you a couple of new products, just chit chat. So feel free to chat with us right there in the little quote comment box. And usually I can read them and see. So let me tell you about some classes we've got going on. This is the month that everybody gets really busy, so I don't normally plan a whole lot of classes. But for some reason, people are asking for classes in June. So I've been putting them on there, and we were busy yesterday and the last week also putting all these new classes on the system. So if you see something that you like and you're in area that we're in Plano, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, sign up for that class because I really am surprised how fast they're selling out for June and July. That does not normally happen. I don't know if everybody's at home bored or what's going on there. So go ahead and do that. So first class we have coming up, I have one spot left. It is a t-shirt quilt class, and people always come in asking if we make t-shirt quilts for other people. And I have to say, no, I can recommend other people to you to make t-shirt quilts, but we're kind of the Home Depot of the quilting world. We have all the materials and all the supplies to make the quilt, but we don't actually make it for you. So Home Depot has all the supplies to build a house, but they don't actually build a house for you. See, so that's how we work also. But if you've been wanting to learn how to make a t-shirt quilt, maybe one of your friends asked for it, one of the kids asked for it, your son's best friend wants one, whatever the occasion is, I will be teaching a class. It's a two-part class. The first part is on Thursday, this coming Thursday. Tomorrow from 10:30 to 12:30. Yeah. 10:30 to 12:30. It's short and sweet. It's more of a lecture telling you how to get everything ready to put your quilt together. And that's a big deal. It's homework for you to do. And so you have a week to get it done. You don't have to have it all done by the class because there's no way you can teach this in one class, right? So this will teach you how to get your t-shirts ready, to make your quilt, to build your quilt, and then how to put it all together. So it's a two-part class starting tomorrow, and then the second part is next week. Next thing we have, the Improv Class 101. That is sold out already, but you keep watching the calendar because I will have another 101 coming up. And then we've got a 201 coming up, and that is in July. And if you've already taken the 101 improv class and you've just kind of been waiting to see, waiting to see what you're going to do with the blocks you made, or you're not sure, then this is a great class to jump to and do that. Beginner Quilting 2.1, which is the half square triangles, that is sold out, but we will have another one coming up. And then something that we just added coming up on Thursday, the 26th. So I teach English paper piecing, and that is an evening class coming up on Thursday, the 26th, and it's from 5 to 7 here at the store, and I teach English paper piecing. I only take 5 students at a time because I want everybody to be able to see my stitching up close, and we can all kind of see how everybody's working. And if I have 10 or 12 people in the class, then I'm not really any help to anybody individually when you're working on something that small. That morning from 10:30 to 12:30, I have another class that I'm going to show you. Can you see this? I'm going to hold it up right here. Can you see this? I'm looking at my camera. I don't know if it is a salt cellar pincushion. Salt cellars were very popular back in the day, right? Everybody at a dinner table had their own little salt cellar, so they could put salt on their own plate of food with their little tiny spoon. Well, they've kind of gone out of fashion. Not that many places, I don't see them anymore in use. So there's a lot of salt cellars on sale on eBay and other places, antique stores and stuff, and they're just called salt cellars. And I make little pin cushions out of them, just like this. Let me see if I can show you on this camera right here. Oh yeah, that's clear, isn't it? And this is a little one. Can you see? I'm going to hold it sideways. You can get an idea of how big it is. And so this opening is about an inch and an eighth. An inch and an eighth is the opening. We make a little tiny pin cushion to put in there. And I'm going to be doing a class on how to do this. I will have salt cellars for sale here. Look how cute that one is. And they'll all be priced differently. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It is fun and it's easy and a little addicting. Yes, it's a little bit of handwork and tiny work, but it's so rewarding. Look at the bottom of this, how pretty that is. Can you see the little flower down there? I show you how to line it, how to measure for your particular container, how to make your little cellar. How to make your little pin cushion right there, and how to put it all together. And oh my goodness, these are just as sweet as can be. People love to get them as gifts. One year for Christmas, I made a bunch of these and I gave them to my staff. And I just had one staff member telling me that she needs to get hers. She hasn't gotten it. And she wasn't working for us at the time. And she said, I need one. So I need to get one. So this is a class that I have coming up. This little tiny one that I have coming up. I don't know if it's blurry. No, it's my eyesight.
Try putting your hand behind it like this. And put it up. And it has a bigger area for focus on. Sometimes that helps.
Kind of. Our camera's not that great. It kind of did, yes. So I will have that class coming up. It is so cute. Diana from Sacramento, hello, hello. So happy to have you join us. And there's Bonnie. We were just talking about your Improv 101 class. She is our teacher, our instructor for that class, and her stuff is beautiful. So back to the pin cushion. I have that class coming up from 10:30 to 12:30 on a Thursday morning. And then that evening, I have a beginner English paper piecing class, and that's from 5 to 7. Then we have a blooming 9-patch quilt that is sold out already. That class is jelly roll rug class. If you haven't done a jelly roll rug, I was going to show it to you. I don't know where my jelly roll rug went. Yeah, it's okay. We'll find it. Jelly roll rugs. So many people have bought the jelly rolls. They have bought, yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. They have bought the jelly rolls. They bought the batting. They bought the pattern. They bought everything. And then they after they started reading it, they were like, I don't know if I can do this after all. I'm not sure. Lillian, hello, Lillian from Napa, California. Thank you for watching. Oh. Oops. So we have, oh, look, here's Christina. Look, we don't often get to see Christina. So here is a jelly roll rug. And this is the class coming up. And we will have this. It's a 2-part class. Oh, no, this one we're doing all in one day is what we're doing with this one. And it's a great size. It's perfect to put like right on the side of the bed. I love mine. Yeah. Well, yours is gorgeous. I remember hers. It's beautiful. And you know what's fun about this? Thank you, Christina. What's really fun about this is that you can use any kind of jelly roll. So if you have a Christmas one, make a Christmas rug. If you have a Halloween jelly roll, make a Halloween rug. If you have a new baby coming or you're making baby showers. Ooh, that just gave me an idea. Oh, I need a baby shower gift. There you go. And so there you go. You can make a baby one. Different rugs you can do. It's a 2-part class. Normally, we're going to do it all in one day. Normally, it's 2 4-hour classes, but we're going to be able to get most of it, if not all of it, done in one day. We're just going to plow through it from 10:30 to 4:30 and just work. So we'll have that coming up. There are still spots in it, and it's on a Saturday. And the reason that it's on a Saturday is because I have so many people that ask if I can do something like these classes for people that work, for those people who have a full-time job or even a part-time job, but they're busy Monday through Friday, or they don't have it in their schedule to take 2 days off. So this is a Saturday. It's at the end of the month, Saturday, June 28th. Then we have that Improv 201 coming up. That's going to be in July 11th. I'm doing another free motion quilting class. That is Saturday, July 12th. If you've always wanted to learn how to use the free motion attachments for your sewing machine, or you just want to learn how to do your own quilting at home without always having to send it to a quilter, we're going to learn how to do that. And this is really fun to learn to do. You learn how to use that hopping foot or darning foot. Sometimes that's what it's called. You learn how to use that for your particular machine. And then the rest of it is hand-eye coordination. We work on panels. So you are actually tracing outlines to kind of help you break into it a little bit easier. And it's a lot of fun. People really enjoy doing this, and they love the idea that they can work on smaller projects at home, placemats, table runners, baby quilts, that kind of stuff, without having to send it to a quilter every single time. Now, my big stuff, I send to the quilter because I am not going to try to free motion a big quilt. It's just, I know it can be done. I see it on YouTube. I see Leah Day and Angela Walter. I see them all doing it. I'm not that talented to do a big quilt on my home machine. I'll pay somebody to do that. It's worth it to me. I quilt by check in that instance. So I will be teaching that class. Then we have a beginner quilting 3.0, and that is doing the flying geese, another traditional block, but with a modern twist on it, because of course we have all the modern fabrics here. So these are all classes coming up in June and July. A beginner binding class. If you live in the area and you've been nervous to put your bindings on, or you just don't like how they look when you put them on, then come and take this class. Jenny Miller teaches it. She's an excellent teacher, and she's going to show you how to get those pretty corners up there where when you're not sure, like which way do they go, how to join the two edges that are left over when you have to cross them at the end, and how to join that on the bias. And you just walk away and you're like, okay, I get it. I'm ready to tackle my quilt. So some great things. I also have a collage class coming up. That's going to be in July. Those spots are selling fast. So if you want to join the collage class, sign up soon, because it sells quickly. Yesterday, I was telling another customer of mine that must have been collage registration day, because I normally open it up to about 8 people. It looks like there's only 3 spots left. it was selling very quickly. So I expect it to sell out very soon. Another fun little class that we just added that 𝗀𝗏 is going to be teaching it. She is one of our employees here and a fantastic wool worker and needle pointer, gorgeous stuff. And she is going to be teaching this little needle book class right here. Now, this is from one of our little kits that we just got in. I've got some more on order. They haven't arrived yet, but this is a little wool working class, and you learn to work with wool by making this little needle case. Learn how to do these individual little stitches with wool, little French knots, lazy daisy stitches. You just have all kinds of things in here. You have a traditional little blanket stitch, some straight stitching on there, fun little things. And you have a cute little needle case. That class, we put the first one out there in June and it sold out really fast. Was it June? I thought it was July. It was July. And so we added another one for August. Oh, the Mini Poppins class. Oh, the Mini Poppins class sold out, but we added another one for August. I see. Okay. So this is a class that if you like it, sign up for it because they sell very quickly. And it's a fun little class. And even if you know how to needlepoint, not needlepoint, wool work, do your wool stitching, come and take the class anyhow. It's always so much fun to come and work with people. So these are just some fun classes I have coming up that we want to get. I'm going to switch on you, Debbie. Yeah. That we want to be able to get out to the group so everybody can learn how to do this. So what have I been working on in the past couple of days? Well, I worked on the little tiny pincushion. That was one thing. I got in some darling little products. This is from just another button company. These are handmade pins, straight pins for pincushions. They are stinking adorable. Look at these. Okay, I'm going to lay them down right here. And I'm going to turn on, let me get my glasses. Hold on. There. Oh, that kind of puts a glare on it, doesn't it? Well, let's see. Look at these. Can you see that? Those are little 𝗙𝗃𝗀𝗃 clay or 𝗙𝗃 clay, I think is what they used to call it, or 𝗙𝗃 clay or 𝗙𝗃. I don't know what they call it anymore. These are so cute. Look at them. They're all handmade. How darling are they? I got these in because of the little pincushion class I'm teaching and a couple of other things that I have. Tell me which one's your favorite. My favorite ones are the fruit ones right here. These two, I'm going to come down a little bit closer. My favorite ones are the little fruit ones. I think those are so much fun. And they're sturdy. Now, of course, you don't want to use these for real sewing, right? Because they're made for decoration because they are so cute. I wouldn't use them for real sewing, of course, because if you're sewing around other people, they're going to snag it because it's that cute. They're going to be like, oh, mine. Or you're going to drop it and lose it at home. Or worse than that, you're going to break it. They're not fragile. But when you're working at home, you're not paying attention. So these cute little pins right here, what would I use those for? Well, Tisha, which you can use them because we got some Halloween ones, is something like this little Halloween pincushion right here. Do you recognize this little print? This is from the Spooky Halloween line that we have in, and it's a little trick-or-treat bag panel. The trick-or-treat bag has these little cats that are in a car going trick-or-treating. I cut it out and made a pincushion. Look at this little pincushion. It has the little flaps on here to hold your clippies. And look at the 3 little pins. A ghost, a witch's hat, and a bat. How cute are those? They are just darling. Look how cute they are. I love them. So of course that has to go right here on my little Halloween pincushion. How cute is that? I love these. You give this to somebody and they're going to be like, I love it. I don't want to get rid of it. So here is this fun little pincushion I made. I fill mine with crushed walnuts. We sell it here, or if you don't live here, you can go to a pet store, and where the lizards are, lizards or snakes, they have crushed walnut shells, because that is the bedding for reptiles. That's what you put in the aquariums for reptiles. But it's also super great for pincushions, and that's what I love to use. So super cute. Then I also did another fun pattern that I had to use these cute little pins on. Look at this pincushion. This is by Tilda. And this is her newest line called Wallflower. I did some fussy cutting. You can see it is a pyramid design. So it's a 4-sided pyramid. I don't know, is that still called a pyramid when it's 4-sided? I'm not sure. It's English paper piecing. The pattern is free on one of her website, on her Tilda USA, Tilda's World. The pattern is free, so you can pick it up, and she even gives you the printout for the templates to do the papers. Then you print off your own papers. You only need 4 for the top right here, and you need 4 for the bottom. And this one I also used crushed walnut. Look at these pins on this one. The little pin, the pincushion has a pin in it. How cute is that? There's a little flower. Oops, there's a little flower and a spool of thread. It is so cute. I thought it went perfect with this. So if you are an English paper piecer and you like to do stuff like this, this is a Tilda pattern. I don't know, I might add a class on for this one day. I'd have to know if there was enough of an interest for it. It's all EPP. And I think it is just darling. Learning how to do the fussy cutting. So a lady was admiring it earlier. She was in here earlier and she said, oh, the fussy cutting looks so nice right there. Did you not want to do fussy cutting down here? And I said, heck no. After I did it 4 times up here, and I didn't have my normal acrylic template to work with. I just had the papers to work with. I had to invent it so I could get it exactly the same way each time. And it was a little bit of a headache. So it took me all in all about an hour just to cut these out perfectly the way I wanted to do it. After I trace the paper and trace the design and cut it out, blah, blah, blah. Then take it to once you pick out your spots on the fabric and you lay everything out, it's just cutting it out. That's fast, but getting to that point can be time consuming. So I said, no, by the time I got to the bottom, I was like, I'm done with the fussy cutting. I'm just adding the matching fabric. This is part of her line. Also, it's out of the Basics collection, and it is out of the Wallflower. This matches her Wallflower. These little girls right here, I think they are so pretty. So this, I know, look at the little pins in there. I think that is just the cutest ever. Of course, I had to make pincushions for it. And I've been on the kick for doing small things for some reason this week. Here's one more, and I promise I'll be done, because this one also has the little Halloween pins in there. Can you see them? Oh, turn around, you. You have a little jack-o'-lantern, a ghost, and another little bat or spider, whatever you would call it. It could be a spider, I guess. No, it's a bat. The little wings, that's a bat. Look how cute that is. I love it. I think it is so cute. And so this is kind of a little pumpkin pincushion right there. And this one has mostly foam in it. What do you call it? Polyfill, not polyfill. Yeah, the batting, the floof, it's in there. But on the bottom, I put sand in it so that it is a little bit heavier. Not sand, crushed walnuts. And, oh, no wonder it's moving around. It came unglued. What's that about? I didn't stitch it all the way through. I guess I need to. Did I just forget to put glue down? I guess I did. Huh. That's crazy. Okay. So I'll come back and do that. But look how cute that is. It's darling. And the pins. That's what I had to show off. So you can find these pins on my website. They're under JABC. And you can type in pins, ghost pins, or mini pin mini, anything like that. It should come up. Look up JABC and it will pull them all up. And I think Debbie might be able to put a link in there also. You can see some of the other ones we have, because this is not all that I have. They're selling quickly, so I'll be ordering more. I'm never sure how many will sell all at once, so I'm always a little bit cautious buying a lot at first. And these are just darling. Do y'all like little stuff like that? Anybody else out there like that? Like them? Kind of, maybe. So next thing I want to show you is some beautiful fabric that we got in from Anna Maria Horner. If you remember last month, she sent out, or she released one of her new lines called Piecework. And Piecework came in 3 different colorways. I did the Lush colorway, which are just your beautiful jewel tones, of course, with the brightness and the depth of color that she is so well known for. Her stuff is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. So we have that line called Piecework. That is meant to work with her new releases. And the new one we just got in is, you have to remind me of the name for this one. Iconic. I had other stuff on. I had Piecework on my mind, and I had Tilda on my brain, Wallflower, and I couldn't think fast enough for it. Iconic. So Iconic is going to have these beautiful prints in it, and I love them. Now, let me tell you something also. These are going to look gorgeous if you are signing up for the collage class. Gorgeous prints because they're big. They give you a lot to work with. You only need about 1/8 of a yard. You can do 1/4 of a yard. A fat quarter is way too much unless you're going to swap with other people around you, but a fat quarter is plenty big. This one with her beautiful daisies, or kind of daffodils in a way. Again, a nice big flower on here. Then these pansies. I love these pansies. You've got so many colors going on. You've got that blue right at just a light blue, then it fades to white, and then you have a beautiful yellow and an orange and a darker orange and a red and a burgundy and a pink. I love this. It has so much depth and so much color in it that it just makes that flower pop. Here is another one with these flowers that kind of look like, oh, I can't think of it. Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it's called. The flowers are very papery. I can't think of what it's called. But again, you have a beautiful dark background with the purple flowers in here and the little yellow centers, which really draws your eyes first to the flower, because it's on a dark background, but then to the individual flower because of the little yellow eyes on it, the centers on there, that you don't really realize what you're looking at. You just notice the whole print. And then when you start looking closer, you go, look how cute that is. It has little dots in the middle. And that's beautiful. And then here is her big print. This one is larger, so we're going to open this one up because you've got some big print on this right here. And you can see you've got some thistles in here. You've got some Gerbera daisies. I'm not sure what, these might be thistles also. I can see that those probably are. Again, a dark background, black stems. I love that right here. The black stems right here. And you've just got some beautiful colors going on. I love the greens, how it pops off on the back of the purple. I love how that just kind of right there just shows so brightly and happily on that dark background. It just makes that fabric work so well. So this is iconic, literally. That's the name of it. And you've got these colors. So how do you make this work when you also have the piecemakers, piecework. This is some of the piecework that was released last month or the month before. I'm turning it a little bit this way. And you can see, this is not all of it, just some of it, not that one. Some of it right there. But let me show you how this all works, because you might say, well, but what do I put with that? There's so much going on. Look how she has this set to all work together. Look at these. Look how gorgeous that is. It is so pretty. How pretty is that? I don't know, Tisha, how pretty is it? It is so pretty. It makes me want to make a whole wardrobe out of it. Look how great that looks. Then, if you just want to change colors with it, look at this purple and pink with the same backgrounds. They all dance together. They make it just so gorgeous. And if I wanted to pull all of it together, I can. And what you would look at maybe from this and go, I like it, but I don't love it because they're two different flowers. And you've got purple here, and purple and yellow, and green and yellow, and I don't like the combination. Add a bridge. And look at those bridges now. And it just pulls all those colors together and makes it work. You can see the purples right here. It dances with these. You can see the purples right here, pulls it out on the edges. Then you've got the greens, which is going to pull that out over here. I can do the purples on this side as well. Look at that. And then you have the turquoise like this, which works with the turquoise in here. So it just pulls it all together and makes them all flow harmoniously. And now you can pull these together. So that is what we do with the blenders in there. Here is another one of hers, right? I think I showed you this one. I'm not sure. Did I? I think I showed you this. You've got the big flowers right here. Take that, mix it with this. Look how yummy that is. You've got this dark burgundy, this pink, this green, and you're pulling it in here. This dark teal works with this green and this blue. The brown in this works with the whole thing. You can put that right in there. Again, add this to it. Ooh, look at that, how that works. I love that. I just play with them and put them all together. I don't have to have all matchy-matchy. I like it when it pulls in different little colors because it adds interest and personality to your project. So if I were to put that, I think that works just gorgeous. If I wanted to change it up a little bit, I could add this color. See, this one's a little bit different. You can see the differences. We live our store is down the street from a hospital. That's why you hear all the ambulances in the background. But look how sweetly those work together. They're so bold and they capture all the colors right there. So then I can also pull out this one. Remember we had that earlier? I had that one earlier, and now look how it's working right here with this gold and these purples. And this kind of lets your eye rest a little bit because it doesn't have the gold color in there, but it does have the purples and it has oranges. And you know what? This has a light pink and that works with this light pink. So all these colors just play off of each other. There's a thread. Stop pulling it, Tisha. I know I need to, but I can't help it. Okay, I'm going to hide it for myself so I don't mess with it. Get in there. Is anybody else like that? So you've got these three. So if I were to take that and pull this, now look how that works with this right here. It's like I can't get enough of these colors because I can sit here and pull everything out and play with it all one by one by one. I mean, seriously. Now, if I want to go, ooh, that makes it moody. I love that. Very kind of moody going on with that. I could put this in, I do like that. Oh, I like it. 𝗵𝗡𝗄𝑠𝑡. Now, I could do that, but let's put this back in here. I like what I've got going on here. Love these colors. I'm loving them. I've got the darker one. What if I went this way? Oh, I like it. I don't like it as much with this one. Although looking at it on the camera, I actually do like it. Again, it adds some interest. And I love the whole idea of adding interest to my projects. Well, that just pops off this background now, which I think is kind of fun. What if I did this? Oh, I love that. What happens if I add green in here? Oh, better. Oh, I like that. So I've got this color pulling into this that pulls into this. I kind of like that. Interesting, right? This is Iconic by Anna Maria Horner. And Peacemaker, no, what is it? Piecework. Why can't I remember that? I want to say Peacekeeper, Peacemaker, Peace something, Piecework. Both of them are by Anna Maria Horner. And yes, I intentionally got these colors to all work with each other. That's the whole idea with this. Oh, I love that. I love that one. Now, if I went, no, I think I like this one more with it. I do. I like that. No, it needs a pop somewhere. I have to take this one back out. What do I put this one in? Ooh, I like it. I like that. Then I have this other one, really nice and big. Right? I got a lot of color in here. So I have this other one. I like it. Very nice. Hello, how are you? Good. And I have, oh, look at that one. Oh, this plays really well with it. I'm doing a live little broadcast. I'm not always standing here talking to myself, but lots of times I am. We just had somebody walk in. So look how pretty that all works together. I love this. So what would I do with this grouping right here? Because it has such big, beautiful prints like this, I think one of my favorite pillows, one of my favorite patterns to use would be this one. Now, I say that because these are always good size. So this, it doesn't have a border on it, and it measures 60 by 70, which I think is a great size to throw at the foot of your bed, to have it over the back of a sofa, anything like that. This is by Villa Rosa Designs, Melissa Milligan. It's called Locked In. Okay, can you see it? There you go. I'll tilt it to get the glare. It's called Locked In by Melissa Milligan, who designs for Villa Rosa sometimes. You can use these big squares right here to frame out these big prints. When you have a big print like this, I hate to cut it up into small pieces because you lose so much of the design, right? Are y'all with me on that? That I just absolutely love to frame it out and have that big design. Then for these little border sashings right there, that's where you can pull in these prints, because you can put sashing in there with these prints that are playing with these larger ones right here. You also have this one, which is one of my favorites. I brought out 3 favorites that I'm ready to make a quilt with this because I think it's so pretty. Anything that I see that has a big square like this, that I can frame out these designs, because I don't want to get these gorgeous big flowers, luscious flowers like this, and cut them up into little pieces. I hate doing that. So like these squares are going to be, let's see, 3. I'm trying to see how big they are. It looks like it's going to be, I can't show you the instructions on the back. They're 10.5-inch squares. They're 10.5-inch. So you can see that that's going to give you lots of room to work right here, lots of print, right? These squares right here are going to give you, 8.5 by 10.5. So again, big prints that you can use them to cut out your big print designs right here. And then on your smaller pieces, like say all of these little pieces right here, the little black and red that you can see. Can you see it? The black and red. That is where you come in with your piecework and you make it all work together. You make it all come together. Now, another pattern that was just a great seller. We've sold out of all the fabric that we were using on it. This is called the Virginia quilt, and it's by Kitchen Table Quilting. This is an easy quilt. This is not a hard one to do. And you have, instead of squares, you've got long pieces of strips, and they're not skinny strips either. But you've got the longer pieces, again, where you can do some fussy cutting using prints like this and tie in these at the same time. Everybody gets their moment to shine. And then you can put in some solids right here if you wanted to. This one, I like this pattern because it comes in 5 different sizes. You have the baby, lap, twin, queen, and king. We have this in the store. It is called the Virginia quilt. You can order it online. You can see the line on my website, or you can see the pattern online and buy it. These are 3 patterns that I am really looking forward to getting some samples made using the fabric, this piecework, and iconic, because I think it would just look fabulous. Hey, Melanie. Yep, I love the dimension of the dark and light on the table. I love bringing those colors together. It really makes your quilt more interesting when you have different hues and different grades of color. Like you can do an all green quilt if you wanted to, just have different shades and different values, and it looks gorgeous. You want dark, you want light, you want rich, you want pale. I mean, you want all those colors in there. And that's what Anna Maria is really just captures that in her design work and her fabric. If you don't follow her on social media, you should. She posts a lot of stuff on social media. She has a lot of patterns for sale. People get scared of her patterns because they look very complicated They look like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to go down that road. But what you have to remember is that she lets the fabric talk. And so she puts it out there and she just lets it go to work. And you think, oh my gosh, look at all that piecing that she did. I'm never going to do all that. But look at that. If I were just to sew a bunch of blocks together, it looks like I did a lot of work, but I'm not. I didn't. It's just the fabrics that she is designed. She's letting them all work and all talk. You like my words. They all work and they all talk together. So you've got these beautiful colors right there. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is everything I have to show you today. Let me switch to my other camera. That is everything I have to show you today. I hope you get as excited as I do when we get new stuff in the store. And I just want to shop, shop, shop. You can order everything I've shown you online as well. Go to my website, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 can also type in piecework, like you're doing sewing piecework, and that'll also bring up the other line for Anna Maria Horner. You can look at all the fabrics that we have if you want to. And you can also type in these patterns that we had locked in. We've got that on the system. Beaded, that's on the system. And the Virginia quilt. If you saw any classes you would like to take, go ahead and jump in there and take it. I've got, if Libby is watching, Libby, if you're watching, you don't have to register for the little Pincushion salt cellar, this one, the salt cellar class, because I already registered you and your mama. Debbie asked me, what's her mama's name? And I said, Libby's mama. I don't know. So Libby, a special message to you and your mama. You're already registered for that class, so you don't have to go in there and do that. But yes, we just put that on there. So many other fun classes, so many other cute little pins and stuff to show you. I love showing you these things. So much fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas, and I will be back next Wednesday at 1 o'clock with What's New Wednesday. We'll see you then. Bye.